2023 was a great year for movies and TV, so to celebrate the end of the year, I figured I'd look back and recommend 5 of my favorites from each, in no particular order. Starting with movies, Warner Bros. Blue Beetle is a fantastic superhero origin story. While it doesn't hit any particularly new beats in teenager bonds with alien technology to save the world from evil alien technology, it does its premise very well, with a great supporting cast that helps the movie stand out among its peers, and it sidesteps all the weird DC Extended Universe nonsense by working as a perfectly standalone film, which is a major plus. Universal's Super Mario Bros. Movie is another that does a simple concept incredibly well, adapting the simplistic storyline of the Mario platformer games into a fun adventure movie with gorgeous visuals. This movie is a blast for Mario fans in particular, but is a surprisingly enjoyable movie for those just looking for some lighthearted action and not much else. On the opposite end of the scale is Makoto Shinkai Suzume, an anime film that is theoretically about a girl working with a guy who got transformed into a chair in order to reseal a giant death worm beneath Japan. If you dig a little deeper though, it's a film about grief, loss, and the powerful emotions of abandoned places, backed by some stunning visuals and awe-inspiring set pieces. Disney's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the MCU's best offering since Endgame, and one of the MCU's best in general. A deeply emotional story about self-actualization against the impending specter of Rocket Raccoon's death at the hands of his creator, Guardians 3 is the perfect end to the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. My movie recommendation of the year, though, is Sony's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the long-awaited sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This movie is everything the first one was and more, delivering on electric action, incredible character development, and an expert take on the multiverse as Miles Morales grapples with being the Spider-Man he was destined to be. This movie's only flaw is ending on a major cliffhanger, being a part 1 of 2. However, if Spider-Verse 3 can follow up on this film's success, Across the Spider-Verse will be one of the best films and one of the best film trilogies. Next up, the TV shows. Netflix's Skull Island was surprisingly entertaining. An 8-episode animated series set in Legendary's Monsterverse, the show is an adventure-action comedy about a boy, his friend, and his dad getting washed up on the titular Skull Island and having to contend with giant beasts, the military, and a teenage girl with a giant pet dog. She's great, as are all the characters in their interactions. The show ends on a cliffhanger, but is still really good. Amazon Prime's The Legend of Vox Machina is in the same boat. An animated adaptation of Critical Role's live play Dungeons & Dragons campaign, it's essentially a fantasy story with some gore, raunchy humor, strong characters, and great action as a ragtag band of misfits try to save the world from a cabal of angry dragons. I'm eagerly awaiting the next season, which is starting to be a trend. One show that breaks that trend is Disney Plus's The Muppets Mayhem, a 10-episode musical comedy starring the band from The Muppet Show. This show is a surprising delight, delivering on zany Muppets comedy while throwing in some decent character development and moral stakes. It's definitely a more family-friendly show than my other recommendations, but that doesn't make it bad by any means. My anime of the year is definitely the first season of Oshi no Ko, a brilliant slice-of-life/murder mystery/deep look at the Japanese entertainment industry that is only available on High Dive in the West for some reason. Starring a doctor and patient who are reincarnated as the twins of their favorite idol star, the hour-long first episode ends with a massive twist that I don't dare spoil. Beyond that, the series really grows into its own, with compelling character-driven plotlines and humor that make its darker themes stand out even more. And my final recommendation is the second season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, released on Paramount+. Honestly, one of the best episodic shows I've seen in the last decade. This season builds expertly on its first, with new character depth, new and exciting plots, one of the best animation to live-action crossovers I've ever seen, and one of the best musical episodes I've ever seen. Generally a family-friendly show that veers a little dark occasionally, Strange New Worlds really has it all, from the aforementioned musical episode to a full-length court case on eugenics to a meditation on memory to an alternate reality time travel combo. It's a really great series that I cannot recommend enough. I hope you can enjoy some of these lovely shows and movies yourself, and if you have any favorites of your own, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.